I am Charisse Go. I am the president of Berkeley School. I've been with the school for almost 6 years now. And since then, we've been trying out different teaching and learning practices that are quite extraordinary and quite different from other schools. We have been transformed by the pandemic to a creative and innovation hub. So last March 2020, we wanted to continue schooling even if schools were closed. So the first thing we did was to set up a distance learning program. And so when we evaluated that whole run, we said there's a missing link that we need during this period so that we can really facilitate online learning. We knew that things were not going to change. Our students will continue to learn from their homes for at least that coming school year. And so that link was very important. And we saw that to be NEO. And for Berkeley, NEO LMS became Blink. We've been using NEO for 2 years now, since 2020. And at that time, when we wanted to bring our school fully online, we asked for recommendations from different school leaders who have used an LMS prior to the pandemic. And NEO seemed to be the most recommended in these conversations that we had with them, it being very much affordable and very easy to use.
With the coming in of NEO Learning Management System, everything has been digitalized. Lesson plans, curriculum map, instructional materials have also been digitalized so that it's easier for the students to access. And it has also facilitated a more expedient management of learning content, processing of grades and quizzes, opening of discussion forums, and of course, collaborative activities.
NEO is very easy to use. In fact, our students and our parents gave us feedback that they were able to find their activities and classes, and they navigate through the website with ease.
It was very user-friendly, and I'm able to submit my work easily. It's also easy to navigate through the website.
NEO LMS is a very flexible platform. It actually allows creativity, innovation, and introduction of new programs. And one of the things that we introduced, because NEO LMS is very flexible, is the synchronous online flipped learning approach, which creates a learning space that's a replica of the actual learning classroom. And with this kind of program, it allows the students to navigate a lot of opportunities for linkages, a lot of opportunities for collaboration, a lot of opportunities for innovative strategies that can make their learning more effective and meaningful.
I guess what was very critical to Berkeley was that it does not lose its being a Berkeleyan, or that it complements what the goal of Berkeley is and was at that time. There were a lot of offerings as to the LMS. Many LMS had already content, but we were one of those schools who said, we have our own content, we'd like to deliver learning for our students at this time. NEO allowed us that flexibility, allowed our teachers to be creative, allowed our students also to be the same. It was an easy choice for us when we were comparing different learning management systems.
So we track student progress through looking at the gradebooks that is provided by the NEO LMS. And it really is very easy for the teachers to look into it, since it tabulates the score. It gives you the data whether the student did or did not submit the async task that we are requiring. So it is really very useful for us teachers to use NEO LMS.
One of the most important tasks of teachers is to provide feedback. NEO LMS provided us the platform to communicate with teachers, parents, and also students, and let them know any improvements that they need to work on, or if they're currently doing well.
I do feel more involved in my son's education during the online learning, mainly because I'm based overseas and I'm able to look at the materials they studied during the synchronous session. So when it's time for me to have an online review with my son, it's easy for me to ask questions, formulate questions, or talk about things that he doesn't really understand.
There's a lot of features that I really liked about NEO, but my favorite part would be how easy it is to embed videos and activities where the student doesn't really need to open another tab to go to another website. And I know that they'll be able to do the task that I gave because there will be no problem in accessing those videos or activities.
One of the best features of NEO LMS is that it allows me to get as creative as I can when I create my lessons. And not only that, it also allows me to sync all my lessons to my classes as fast as just one click.
The best feature of NEO, in my opinion, is the Dropbox section that you can find in the assignments tab. It gives you the freedom to upload pictures, videos, which I require especially in my subject MAPE since I teach music, arts, PE, and health, and it is very skill-based subject. So it is important for me to check upon my students whether they really understood the lesson through giving them async tasks that require them to do skills-based tasks also, such as singing, dancing, art making, and even skills demonstrations such as first aid demonstrations.
The best feature of Neo, in my opinion, is that it's super easy to navigate. The way it helped me as a student is that it helped me become independent.
One of the best features of Neo would be communication. I can easily send an email across departments, whether to the teachers or to the IT department. And also, the dashboard makes it easier for me to navigate through the website. One example would be the homework is located on the right, so it's easy for me to click on the homework and then see what my kid needs to finish.
The most valuable feature of Neo LMS is the support forum and the messaging and announcement section. Support forum has been very hands-on in helping us resolve issues and errors that are beyond our capabilities. They are fast in providing comprehensive guide and explanation on how to resolve these issues. Messaging and announcement feature played a very important role in information dissemination. It served as a backup platform for us to communicate with our stakeholders.
Neo Learning Management System facilitated the prevention of too much use of papers, printing, which eventually lead to the protection of the environment.
What we are really excited about is that children are coming back to school. But the school they knew before the pandemic is not the school that they are returning to. There will be no more bounds to schooling. We have expanded all these learning spaces to be borderless.